once a month, sometimes twice a month. Kay's got to go and get a blood transfusion because her count is down. Excuse me, is down. There's been times when she's had to have 2 units of blood. So the blood is going somewhere. They don't know where, but they are up in Chicago at the hospital, and they've been there the past 3 days. So that's what's going on with Cliff. We won't be seeing him on the radio today, and I don't know whether they're going to keep her over the weekend or not. I was messaging Cliff yesterday on and off pretty much all day. W2SDR in the group, W4KB.
Where does he stay? Does he stay in a hotel?
No, I think they set something up right there at the hospital, and he stays in the hospital with her right there in the room.
Oh, okay. That's very convenient, especially since he has to travel and all. That's great. So, well, it's not great that he has to do it, but accommodations are convenient. Well, I wish her the best of luck, that's for sure. W2SDR.
Yeah, they did a couple of tests yesterday and day before, and they have no idea at this point in time where the blood's going. You know, they know it's related to that LVAC device that keeps her heart going. She had a major heart attack a number of years ago and lost the function of almost 50% of her heart. So without that LVAC device, holy mackerel, she's in serious shape. But anyway, the talk is in heart transplant, but Cliff doesn't talk about that on the radio. I don't know whether Kay is officially on the list for a heart transplant or what that situation is. But being up there in Kankakee, and the heart transplant would probably happen there in Chicago. That's an hour drive to get up there, and once the call would come in, they'd have to literally fly up there and be ready to go. So anyway, that's a quick rundown on that one. K2YN, John, go ahead and pick it up. W4KB.
W4KB, here's K2YN and the group. Okay, heart transplant. Damn. I don't know anyone who's had that, but I know it's been done over the years, from time to time, I guess. I hope things work out. I think it's kind of odd, as I told you yesterday, that they can't figure out where the blood is going. So that's kind of odd. As we said when we were talking about it, you would think you would see one of the orifices, the waste products or whatever would have the coloration, but it's not happening that way, and they think it's the machine. Interesting. I would think you'd see traces wherever it goes. So, be interesting to find out what that's all about. Oh, man. Well, today, nothing, cleanup day, just another cleanup day. So, we go to see my brother-in-law at about 11 o'clock, and we're going to go to a really good pizza place. Actually, it's top shelf. And I know pizza from the city, New York City, and northern New Jersey. And I've had some very good pizza. Well, this stuff is right up there in the clouds. It's in Travelers Rest, South Carolina, about 20 minutes from our house. But right near where my brother-in-law has moved in from California to Taylor's, South Carolina. And we're going to meet up with him today, so that's on the list. And that's about it, really. Just keep on keeping on. Hey, over to you, Frank, K2YN.
Okay, well, pizza always sounds good. Here's a one or two places not too far from here that it's okay. As good as the pizza that I'm used to when I lived in the Philadelphia area. But it's okay. I think we talked about this before. I like that brick oven type, real thin pizza, like New York style or whatever you say, and go for the real thick type of stuff. But pizza is very subjective, like coffee is. Other things, I guess most food is, for that point. And the missing blood. Well, I got a friend of mine, Dale, he's been recently diagnosed with leukemia, unfortunately, and that's he's got to get blood transfusions all the time because I guess whether the blood's leaking out somewhere or if your body is not making it, you're going to be low. It's the same result, and the leukemia, your bone marrow is not doing what it's supposed to do to make the blood.
K1CQ.
And good morning, Joel. Did you get the email? I guess Jim Ferguson had a pacemaker installed.
Did I get an email? No, I'm opening up my email now. Who sent it out?
A couple of days ago, yeah. So I knew he had some heart issues in the past, but I guess they put a pacemaker in him, so that would probably make a big difference. W2SDR, John's in here, YN, and Johnny KB, W2SDR.
Yeah, I've been listening for about 10 minutes. Who sent out the email? I didn't get one.
He did. He sent me an email. I wasn't sure if it was went around to a lot of people or not, to be honest with you.
Oh, he sent it out. Okay, I didn't, I guess I'm not on his list anymore. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Joe.
Yeah, pacemaker, that's a little electrical thing. I don't know how that affects if you got a lot of RF around.
Oops. I've got a very close friend here locally who's been recently diagnosed with leukemia. They're giving him immunotherapy, which evidently it starts by chemotherapy. And I'm only getting bits of this, but they give him injections that basically kill the bone marrow, and then he's at the conclusion of the process. He gets a bone marrow transplant. But he's not there yet, and he has to go in a couple times a week for transfusions.
It's a good thing you have that blood, or else folks would be out of luck, Yeah, I got that email yesterday, and weird. He said, I had a pacemaker installed and all is very well. No need to forward, etc. I sent this to both of my friends. Best regards, Jim. I thought he had more than 2 friends. That's pretty funny. I haven't talked to him in months. Quite a few months. I hope that's does the trick for him, that's for sure.
Yeah, it must have been last year that I talked to him. Well, I wish him well.
I got a pretty healthy heart and blood pressure and all the rest of that stuff, so I'll be nice and healthy so I can die of something else. Stick around long enough to get dementia and really be a burden on society.
That's what happens. My mom's real healthy. They said she'll last past 100, so she got dementia.
My mother's the same way, John. He's 88, and she knows who we are, but her memory lasts about 5 seconds. And she'll just ask the same questions over and over and over again. It's a real shame.
Yep, I know, but it happens. It happens. She gets ornery sometimes, so it's kind of weird. She used to have more discipline about that, so she starts picking on Joe sometimes. That's my older brother, and he's taking care of her, and he's doing most of the work. And she goes, like, she'll start tearing into him. And then I was the rebellious kid in the family. I was the one that ran away from home and did things like that. And she'll be picking on Joe, and then she'll turn and look at me and go like, you were the good one.
Well, they say when you get older, I mean, this is what they say, and I've seen it before. I don't know whether it's senility or not setting in, but usually I don't know if I want to say bad habits or not, but some of your traits become more accentuated as you get older, if you know what I mean. Like, you become more so, especially with the negative issues, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And, what I call it is like, sometimes you have certain qualities that you keep under wraps, and you just keep them to yourself. Well, those things come out later. You can't hold them in anymore.
Yeah, I guess it's, as we age, if one person starts to go in that direction and the other person doesn't, that's where maybe the better or worse of the marriage vows come in, because how much can you hold somebody to account their behavior when they get into their 70s and 80s? I mean, at what point do you give a person the benefit of the doubt? Does that make any sense?
Well, yeah, things change, how do I put this? There are certain qualities that you have in your personality. Look, I don't know. Some people hold things in, some don't. Like, I'm very aware of this. I like to let everything out. It's dangerous sometimes, but I would rather just be known for who I am. And I want to die with honor. I don't want to take everybody with me. But sometimes folks hide parts of their personalities. And like my parents would teach me that, don't say too much or they'll find out how dumb you are. How do you like that for training? Go ahead.
Well, it can be good advice in a lot of cases, You start yapping and then maybe things come out that doesn't show the best side of you. I don't know, but I guess as we age, I see it with some friends, and I see it with me, actually. Times in relationships with people is that you try to hold people to account. Like if when you were in your 30s and 40s, it's like, well, you don't want to go anywhere, you don't like to do anything, and it's like, well, okay, well, you're 70 now, okay? I mean, you're supposed to act like you were when you're 30 or 35. I don't know. I mean, what standard do you hold people to as you get older?